Hello world of YouTube and welcome back to my channel, everyone. It's your B Mitchie Like Let You here with another episode of It's Toys and Things, and today's video is going to focus on opening up, reviewing, chatting, discussing, unboxing Monster High's one of their newest Brew Original CREEPRODUCTION dolls. I believe there's 3 that came out. I have 2, so let's just get right to it. Alrighty, everyone. First of all, forgive any noise in the background. I am doing laundry, and I probably should have just waited till it was over, but I didn't feel like it, so we're just gonna go for it. So just please excuse the washing machine in the background. Now, as stated, I have one of Monster High's newest CREEPRODUCTION dolls. This is the Rochelle Gargoyle doll, but she's supposed to be the daughter of a Gargoyle. These are based off their series 1. I don't think she's not a core original, so I don't exactly know what series she was when she came out back in the day. I do not have an original of this doll, but she is one of my favorite because of the colors in her hair and her skin with the gray and the pastels. I just absolutely love it. So yeah, she's one of my favorites, so I had to have her in this line. Like I said, I kind of wish I had an original or one of the originals so we could do a comparison, but I do not, so we'll just have to deal with it. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the box first. So we have where it says, first of all, she has like what you would call a gargoyle type of old-fashioned, I don't know what period, maybe type of Renaissance symbol carved into the circle or into the upper corner here. Now what I find funny or weird is that there's nothing behind it. It's just carved into the plastic, but I do like the symbol. It's a nice little touch, right? And then we have your classic Monster High logo and the way the box looks, where it's kind of at that angle, which is supposed to be, obviously, if you look at that, like a binder or a school book or whatever, because that's what it's supposed to represent, right? So they're out of school is what I mean. So anyway, so she has her pet there. I'm believing that is the original pet to her. I haven't heard otherwise. I know one time there was, in one of the dolls, there was like a mix-up because of the name of the pet or something. In one of the CREEPRODUCTION dolls, I can't remember which one. Now, it does have that right there where it says Original CREEPRODUCTION, so that you know this is not an original, so hopefully, you know, you won't get scammed. If you're like, hey, look, there's a $40 G1 type Monster High Rochelle for $40 or something. No, it's their reproduction, so hopefully people don't get scammed. She has her journal there, composition book. It tells you what it includes. She has a purse. And of course her wings and outfit and all that, which we'll get into once we open the doll. There's tape at the bottom. Good old classic cassette tape. And then like I said, the corners there, obviously all made to look like a binder. So we have a blurb if you want to read that. I'm pretty sure it's probably the same as the original. The artwork might be the same as the original. I'm assuming it would be. Why not? It gives you like a bio, her age, all that good stuff. Picture of the pet, another cassette, and, you know, your maker marks and all that. And then on the side, we have this bigger part of the binder, or AKA box, which I like. I like that they added that. I don't know if that's new or not. I do not have any original G1 type of Monster High in its original first production box. I do have Abby in some of her new boxes, but they're not like the original ones. They're like different themed ones. I forget the theme. Like one of them was like coffee, whatever. I don't know. I have a couple of original Abbies in their boxes, but not any original I call them G1 style in their boxes, right? Alright, so she has a little blurb there. Roe and I were chasing pigeons from our roof today. Okay. Alright, well, that sounds fun. Alright, so that's enough for the box. So, if you're not familiar with my channel, or if you're new here, first of all, welcome. What we're going to do now, when I unbox this doll, you're not going to see it because sometimes that takes forever and it's just boring, right? So, yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take her completely out of the box, and then we're going to do what I call a tabletop review, which is where I lay her straight on the table and my camera is in a aerial position, and we get a super close look at all the details of the doll, and we get very detailed with it. So that's what I like to do for tabletop reviews. So once I get her out of the box, that's what we're going to do. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, everyone, I am back, and she is completely unboxed and ready for her tabletop review. So, unboxing experience wasn't that bad, to be expected. A lot of plastic hammers everywhere, but the worst, of course, is the ones they stick in her head, and then I gotta like pull her head out of the plastic or try to cut around them, and I just hate that they do that. Like, put those things right in her head, and then they're kind of hard to get out, and then they stab you sometimes, and whatever. So you guys know, if you've been watching my channel for a while, that I cannot stand those things in the heads. But anyway, she is otherwise unharmed. So let's go ahead and get this review underway. Now, if you're new here, again, we're going to go from head to feetsies here. And so we'll always start usually right around her face or her hair, but let's go with her hair first. So she has what I like to call, and one of the main reasons why I like this doll is she has smoky pastels. I love smoky pastels. They're not like bright pastels. They're like an Easter pastel or something, or what I like to also call baby colors, but they kind of have like a smoky look to them, and I love that. So I love the pink in her hair, and I love the multi lavender, purple, blues in her bang area. Very pretty. And then she has some streaks of that lavender purple and a big one in the back there. Very pretty. Wish I could have my hair like this every day. That would be awesome. Love those colors. Absolutely love smoky pastels. And then, of course, on her head, well, she has gargoyle ears, and she has, try to get that in focus there, that type of Renaissance type design as an earring. And then she has another one right there, which is actually almost like a drop down spider web. And then some curlicue motif headband. Very pretty, very simple as far as her face goes. For me, ordering these online, I got a good one as far as face screening. Love the pink lips. I have quite a few lipsticks in that color. Love the eyes. We'll try to get a closer look without a glare. So again, she has purple, pink, a lot of pastels in the faces, because pastels look great on gray, this is why that would be her main color, because gray pastels, which is a reason why I like grays, because it looks great. Now, like I said, her eyes, nothing too dramatic, just some two-tone colors. And then, of course, her eyebrows, I like the way they look, kind of like up and then arched. And then, of course, her face has freckles, but they're not really freckles. It's stone. So this would be like granite, pebbles, you know, what's inside of gravel. So, of course, that's all over her body, because she is the daughter of a gargoyle, and she's made out of stone. So that's what she has all over her body, is those spots. Now, go down to her wings, which were in the box unattached, and then you kind of have to attach them. They just kind of snap in the back. They're somewhat bendable. They're not super hard, flexible. And then we go down. She has a necklace that is, let me try to get that. That is, I'm having a hard time trying to, oh, okay. It's one of those motifs again, with the kind of archy, kind of crossy look. I don't know. I got to get the name of that. And then, of course, she has striped black and white two-tone, kind of like tank top that kind of crisscrosses. This is a two-piece. This is two-piece, yes. Yes, yes. No, yes. Yes, it is. It is a two-piece. So, yeah, so this would be underneath, and then her skirt. And she has one bracelet that is also in that style of curly cues. And then her skirt, again, with that type of, I gotta figure out the name. And then other curly cues and kind of architectural, structural stone designs. And she is French, so you look at her. I believe that's where Gargoyle's kind of originated from. Are they French in architectural nature? I believe so. However, I am no historian, and I did not Google that before saying that. So do not believe me. However, her diary is in French. I do know that. Not ever watching any of the cartoons to know if she has a French accent. I'm assuming she does, but again, I did not watch any of original cartoons. But yeah, I'm pretty sure she's French. Now, let's go back to the skirt. She has two layers here. It is a thin fishnet layer, and then kind of has a strap there, I believe, for that one piece tank top. Nothing fancy, but it's not bad quality. I mean, it's not like super thin. This shiny material stuff might rub off over time if you were to heavily play with it, maybe. Then, of course, legs, of course, have those speckles. She has the good, you know, knee articulation. This is her basic 5-point articulation, by the way, with the wrists, elbows. I do not believe their waist turn, no, but neck, elbows, wrists, knees, and, well, I'm assuming her feet. But she has these, like, killer platforms, like, super long. Walking in those all day, definitely give you those stone calves, because you'll be working up something there. I like her pink fishnet little stockings, socks, and I do like her shoes. They're very tall. She's definitely styling right there. So that's pretty much it. Take a look at the back of the doll real quick. That's pretty much it for her. I was brushing her hair. Her hair was nice and straight. Feels a little waxy. You guys know I'm no expert in doll hair. I'm assuming it's not the cheapest. Polypropylene. It's probably some sort of nylon. But yeah, I'm assuming that. So it is nice. It, like I said, feels a little waxy, but feels nice. Now, let's go to her accessories. She came with one purse. The purse does open. Again, it has that design there, and it does open, so you can put a little tiny something in there. She has her pet, I'm assuming is Rue and not Rocks, but yeah, I like the little pet. Look at his bright little lavender eye. Very cute. And then, of course, it does come with your standard Monster High stand, comb, and diary, which I was just taking a quick peek, and I could see some of it's English and some of it was in French. But other than that, that is pretty much it for this doll. Nothing too major. You know, this is a regular plain line doll, not a collector, where she's going to have something super fancy or a lot of accessories, etc., etc. But still, good doll. I really love her. I would like to start collecting more Rochelles, G1s, and others, because I like the look of the doll itself. I might have a... Actually, I forgot I have one of those cheerleading ones. I don't know if it's Abby or Rochelle. Because I seem to gyrate more towards them because of their hair color with the pastels. Because Abby also has that smoky pastel color that I really, really like. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this doll. So if you got these dolls, like they just released, was it Thursday? And and I got them in today, which is Saturday. I wanted to film this right away, get the review out, so you could see if you wanted this stall, if you plan on, you know, if you want this stall or whatever. So, yeah, just let me know down in the comments if you have any questions. If you have the stall, you plan on getting this stall. Did you order it online? I've already seen pictures of it in stores. I haven't been into a store to look. I just ordered them online as soon as I saw the links. Now, there were 3 in this new CREEPRODUCTION line. I did not get Venus. Not a fan of G1 Venus. At least, I mean, might have to take a look at that in person. But I got the Rob Becker. I want to say Rebecca, but it's Rob, or Rob, because it's supposed to be like robot type steampunk. So I got the Rob Becker and Rochelle here. I might get Venus depending on what she looks like. But I'll be doing a review on Rebecca Steam as well. So yeah, that'll be up next. Probably, I know, along with that Sarah Screams that I already am ready to film. I just need to go ahead and just get that done. But yeah, so anyway, enough of me rambling on. If you have any questions or anything, definitely let me know down in the comments, or any other comments, let me know, because I do love reading comments, and I do answer all comments unless they're like really, really weird or something, which does happen because hello, it's the internet. And yeah, so other than that, I'll talk to you guys later. And if you think this video can help somebody, please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, and join my little family. Other than that, guys, I will see you in the next one. So bye.